Firstly, what is an earthquake? As is known to all, earthquakes involve the complex and dynamic action of rocks in the crust. The significant release of energy brings out seismic waves throughout the whole planet. In addition to this, seismologists analyze various properties of seismic waves to locate the epicenter of each earthquake. An interesting fact is that around 500,000 earthquakes are detected each year, but only a small number are significant enough to cause harm. One of the most severe earthquakes took place off the coast of south-central Chile on the 27th of February 2010. It had catastrophic effects such as giving rise to a tsunami that destroyed most coastal areas, taking over 500 lives. Moreover, many city infrastructure was brought down. For instance, the O'Higgins Tower had a serious structural failure above the 10th floor because of stiffness discontinuity. Also, its foundation was on deep piles reaching the rock. Civil engineers tried to get into the basement next door but failed. The earthquake also affected the mining zone where there used to be tailing dams, 11 of which were almost ruined. Being a branch of civil engineering, earthquake engineers design structures to withstand earthquakes. Earthquake-resistant construction is to build up structures that perform well when compared to the conventional ones. Undoubtedly, no structures are fatally immune from earthquakes. One of the biggest problems that arose due to the earthquake was the tsunami that destroyed the city of Constitucion. A tsunami is a series of huge waves that occur as a result of a violent underwater disturbance such as an earthquake. This particular tsunami struck many coastal cities such as Constitucion, where 350 people died out of a total population of 40,000, and many more were injured. Constitucion was without electricity for 5 days and without running water for 20 days. There were 5 banks in town, and for a month all of them were closed. There was no supermarket, no business, the city was dead. The project of rebuilding was a private sector and public sector initiative, along with the national and regional governments. Arauco, a forestry firm based out of Constitucion, Elemental, Chilean architects, Arab, a London-based engineering and construction company, and Tironi Associates consultants were brought in. The challenge was to rebuild Constitucion in such a way that it could resist tsunamis. Several options were proposed. The first option was to prohibit reconstruction in the affected areas. However, this was unrealistic as fishermen and other people would have ground themselves there anyway. The second option was to build a huge wall by the river to try and resist the waves. Unfortunately, in a typical tsunami, the water moves at around 800 km per hour, and so any obstacle is unlikely to withstand the waves. The wall would also cost a massive amount of public money to construct. The third option, and the one agreed to be carried out is to plant a forest to protect the city against the tsunami. It does this by dissipating the energy of the waves by providing friction. The benefit of this method is that public space is also increased from 2 meters squared per person to 7 meters squared per person. Civil engineers have a large and varied skill set that can contribute to all areas of disaster relief, from rebuilding structures and revitalizing the environment after dam failure to thinking out of the box and creating a man-made forest to resist tsunamis. There's very little they can't contribute to. Above all, the significant cause of casualties in the event of an earthquake are due to failures of structures, and so it is the civil engineer's responsibility to create stable structures that prevent anybody getting hurt. Thank you for listening, and a full list of references can be found in the description.